Hey y'all! Welcome to the Life with the Gumbs channel. This is
it's your boy Clee.
And I'm Kimberly. We're a portion of Life with the Gumbs. We also have our wonderful son Aiden, our beautiful daughter Paris, and our fun-loving toy golden doodle Rocket. All together we make up Life with the Gumbs.
That's right.
Thank y'all so much for tuning in to our channel today. You didn't have to, but you did. We are truly grateful and thankful for all you all to come join us. You know, whenever, wherever you are.
Yes.
Be sure to subscribe
all
to
over the world.
That's right. They're all over the world.
That's right.
You all are. Be sure to subscribe to our channel, like our videos, comment in our videos, and engage back with us because we truly love engaging back with y'all.
Right.
And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date.
That's right.
With us.
Appreciate y'all.
Yes.
All right, so what we getting into today? You know what I mean? We've been talking to these people, giving these videos, having this good time, you know. What we getting in today, Kimberly?
Well, today, right? Since, you know, we're a Disney family, of course, and we do lots of Disney stuff, and we have some upcoming Disney travel.
Some plans.
So, we wanted.
You almost slapped me with that.
What?
You said we.
Oh, we? No. We wanted to discuss what's better for families. Disney World or Disney cruises? What's better for the family?
Yeah, that's a good topic.
What you think?
It's a good topic.
Yeah.
All right, off the top.
Okay, dive
off the
right
top.
in.
But
Okay.
but I'll preface it with this. This is all as I don't know if you guys watch sports, but Stephen A. on First Take, he always talks about it's fluid. It's fluid, right? So this is fluid. Okay, now I'm a sports people who know that reference, they're gonna laugh. Okay, anyway, it's fluid. And what I mean by that,
Okay,
it just it depends if what kind of experience you're wanting, right?
Right.
Me as a dad, I really like the all-inclusive concept, okay? All right, I need to know that last ticket item number, and I'm like, oh, that's how much it costs? Okay, so for me, cruise is where I'm leaning right now because the Disney World experience is variable costs. Okay? And we talking about your budget. You got your fixed costs and your variable costs. Okay, everything about Disney is variable cost.
Cruises have variable costs though.
Well, if you're doing it, if you got a budget, you're gonna be like, okay, with this cruise is, we ain't doing nothing else but what we paying for.
Because there could be variable costs on the cruise too.
Well, if you're trying to splurge, right? But if you like this, that, listen, we don't got ourselves in the door. Y'all better take your butt down to that the marketplace and eat there. Yeah. You better enjoy all this stuff that's included, right? Like food, everything is already. When you get to the parks, you're like, ooh, we need to eat before we get to the park. Because listen, this week we got some other bills, we got things going on, right? Yeah. So, but that's my point, right? There's a lot more variable cost to the Disney World experience than it tend to be with a cruise. Now, on the flip side, that cruise price now, that thing, okay, you gotta get up there.
What's that?
You gotta climb up for that thing because it ain't just sitting there, you know. You know, some other cruise lines that price might be sitting there for you where you can jump on there and have a good time. That Disney one, you gotta climb up to that bad boy, get it. Once you're able to pay for that, then it's all inclusive. So that's where I'm at as a dad. What about you?
You know, for me, because I love Disney, right? It's all about like
we'll sacrifice our whole budget for Disney to leave it to this one, okay? Listen, I don't care. We won't have a car. No, we won't have anything else. She's like, you better not turn off our annual passes. This is where she at with it.
Yeah, non-negotiables. But no. But also true. You know, it depends on like what experience I want to have. Okay. Right. So for me, it's not one or the other. It's a both. It's this and this. Disney World and Disney Cruise. Heck, there are the families that, you know, especially ones that are out of town that fly in or however way they travel to come in, and they do some Disney park days, and then they get on the Disney bus and go straight to the port.
Yeah, we working on the Disney
cruise.
That's what we want to do.
Hey, Disney, we're here.
Hey.
Okay. Yeah. But yeah, so, and they have it both as like a whole vacation type thing, you know? So for me, it just depends on like what experience am I wanting to have in the moment.
Yeah. And then let's get into the differences in like the entertainment, food, and stuff like that. Right. So, I would say, from an entertainment standpoint, it's Disney. So
it's Disney on the boat. On the water, I mean.
And we didn't have that perspective until we did our first cruise. We heard people say it, but like it's legit. There were several times, my wife can tell you, we were like, wait, we're on a boat. Yeah. Like you have to keep reminding yourself you're on a boat because you feel like you're just walking through the park. Yeah. It's like they literally captured it. So
except there's no rides like roller coasters. I mean, they're like water slides, but no rides.
Right. So, but like all of the other in between stuff that you feel like, oh, this is nice. I'm walking. The sun is out. All of that stuff, like all of that experience.
Yes.
They capture that in the cruise. So from an entertainment standpoint, there's no letdown. There's no difference.
No, the magic is still the magic there. Okay. The customer service, like the Disney customer service you get in the Disney parks is going to be the same on the Disney cruise.
Let me just say this, that customer service is turned up a notch on the cruise because once again, it's all inclusive, right? So, so if I go in a restaurant at Disney World, they're like, okay, Mr. Gumbs, it's going to be $80,000. Okay, I just wanted a hot dog. Okay, but but I could walk up off of a show on the cruise and just go and let me give you some pizza. I can give you some ribs,
or the main dining. I want this. Can I get 3 entrees?
That. They're like, yes, Mr. Gumbs. I'm like, so that obviously you can see I'm leaning towards the cruises, but it's. Disney World is great, don't get it twisted. It's just
but the pace is different, right? Because a cruise, right? You go on a cruise to relax and enjoy yourself, whereas, for a theme park, for the most part, it's adventure. And it's like, and especially depending on how you're doing the park, like if you're not paying for the extra stuff, meaning for like the multi-pass tickets or like a VIP experience.
Right.
Which meaning you got to stand in line. Okay, let's go here. Okay, let's go here. Let's go here. It's like it's a different
pace. And even with that, because like you got times that you got to be there.
Yes.
So you may still have to, even with the VIP or whatever experience, it's like, okay, we're on this ride. Okay, we got to be to the next one by 3. So it's like Kim's point. It's an adventure. So you're like, boom, boom, boom. You're trying to get
itself. Versus,
but it's fun though, right? It's
it's still a magical time. And versus though the pacing on a cruise, right? Like one example is like the character meet and greets. If you're in the park, you got to wait in the long lines for those character meet and greets. But like through the cruise, because of the pacing, it's like much slower. Yeah. Like and the characters, they're more easily accessible. On the cruises, like there will literally be hardly no wait times for you to.
Yeah. So you might say like, okay, let's say if you're on a 5-day cruise or a 4-day cruise or whatever, you may say, you know what? Okay, we're not gonna wait to day 1. We'll catch them on day 3 or whatever.
Yeah.
You got, to Kim's point, the pace is slowed down. So you can like, all right, we can plan around those things. They got multiple shows. So you're like, okay, we're not going to try to rush it. We don't have to rush and do everything on the first day. We got a few days to spread it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And as far as like, which ones would you say our kids would prefer?
I think the kids are kind of with me right now because, like Kim said, we're a Disney family. So we go to Disney World like all the time, right? Yeah. So it's one of those things where we're used to it. Yeah. So the cruise is different, right? We're going to be going on our second cruise pretty soon. So, they're excited about that new experience. So they're kind of where we are. I think, and I don't know if they have the same reasons, like the all-inclusive reasons. I just think it's something new for them.
Yeah, it just... they love being in the pool. So water, anything with water.
And that is a cool concept we didn't think Disney. About. You got a pool right there while you can't get on rides. You got pools, you got like
you got the movies. They got Disney theater on the boat. And then the Disney shows are Disney like Broadway level.
Like
shows.
I don't really, as a dad, I don't really care for the shows at Disney World. Be honest, they're great shows, but I'm like, I'm dealing with the heat. I got the kids. We used to have the strollers. They used to be stressed out, right? So I couldn't really enjoy the shows. When I tell you the Aladdin show, I could have cried. I was like, I'm like, yo, y'all really killing this show. Like I'm not really like a heavy play kind of guy, but they did a great job. So I'm looking forward to whatever one we're gonna watch on this next cruise. But yeah, like the shows
are top tier. Okay, Broadway.
Yeah, legit shows. Broadway. Yeah.
So I think in our talking,
you see
like where both of us lean to. I think we're right now. I mean, granted, like Disney has our hearts, right? So we're Disney Park family.
Okay, take it easy. Okay.
What?
Disney has our hearts. Okay.
Well, I'm saying we're Disney.
Speak for yourself. Okay. Oh my God. Oh. I love Disney, but oh my God. Okay.
So much over Disney here. Shirt right up under here. It'll be like Disney Dad. Okay.
I do love Disney, but like, you don't have my heart.
You know what I'm saying.
Jesus, I'm right.
Yes.
Take it easy. Take it easy.
You know what I'm saying.
I had to tease it.
Take it easy. You know what I'm saying. Like it's like I call it our second home. You know, it's one of our things we love to do as a family.
It's our go-to.
So with that, adding the Disney cruises, like that has been life-changing in our family.
It has. We really
if y'all
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say if y'all have not done one, like in your lifetime, experience a Disney cruise.
It is worth it. It's worth it. I know it's more expensive than the other cruises. We know this.
Yeah.
That's why it took us so long to do it. But let's be honest, right? Yeah. But if you make it happen, you prioritize it, like it's worth every penny. Every penny. It's just like it takes your Disney experience to the next level.
To the next level.
Speaking of that, cost, right? Yeah. So cost comparison, I think we kind of mentioned a little bit at the beginning.
Which one's better value for your money?
Yeah, and it's kind of hard to say because it depends on the scenario, right? Like, you may be able to do a full week at Disney compared to the Disney cruise price, right? Depending on if you're local to Florida and stuff like that. So there's a lot of factors, right? Because the cost is up there on the cruise side, but the all-inclusive portion, the fixed cost aspect of it, it could be pretty cool compared to like, you might say, okay, I'm only, let's say if you have an annual pass or you don't have an annual pass, you might say, okay, I'm only spending this much for the tickets. Mm-hmm. But then here's all these shadow costs. You got parking, you got eating, souvenirs, right? So all those variable costs add up. Yeah. It can get up there. So
and if you stay on on or off property, like on property is even more. But if you stay off property, like if you have another hotel or you have a vacation house, like
so you definitely want to compare, but you want to compare it when you look at your Disney World experience. You want to factor in all those costs. Like when we go on our trips, we thinking about parking. We putting all of that in our budget, like parking. Like you said, snacks on the way there, snacks on the way back. All of those things, so that we're looking at the full number of what we're going to spend.
Yeah, the full number.
That full number is different. You'd be like, okay, it's cheaper to go to Walgreens. Walgreens. It's cheaper to Walmart's cheap.
Walmart must be talking about you.
Yeah, but it might be cheaper to go to Disney World. But when you factor in those variable costs, it ends up being the same thing. So while we are being biased towards the cruise right now, we very much love Disney World. It's why we go more often. But right now, that's just where we at with it.
Yeah. So what would you say would be the best option for a family? What would you recommend?
If budget isn't an issue? If budget isn't an issue, I would say start with a Disney cruise, because you're going to be isolated with your family for 4.
It could be a good or bad thing for people.
Right. They're like, I want no part.
Get me out of here.
But you can still.
You love being with your family.
Yeah. I mean, it's a cruise ship, so you can be like, hey, I'm going to be on the top deck every day to get away from your family. But no, I'm just saying, like, for the immersive experience, right? Yeah. Like when you go to the Disney World, there's all these other factors. You're traveling to from the hotel, the resort, whatever, to the park. There's all these things. You're literally in a place where the cruise director, not a director, the captain is selling the ship. You don't have to worry about any of that stuff. You're just there.
You're not driving.
You're not driving, so you can just get in there and just be immersed in the experience. And I think that creates this bond and this experience. And I think the magic gets a chance to come in there and just swish you in. You're just like, Disney, I love you. I love you so much.
You're in there talking to all the characters, having real conversations.
Yeah, and then you just get closer with your family. And then you do that, and then you go and do a Disney World trip. or a Disneyland trip, and you bring, now you're going to be looking to recapture that magic that you just did in the cruise. So I think the cruise would be the best way to get you fully immersed into this Disney world. This, not world, like world, I'm saying the whole world of it.
Yeah.
Into the world of Disney.
Disney universe.
The Disney universe, and then you can do the parks, because then you would have already got that magic.
Yeah, and if budget is not an issue for you, do both. Have a trip where you can do like 2 days.
That's what we working on. That's
park days, and then go drive to the ports.
We should do that.
We should
do that. We'll talk. We're gonna work that out. All right, y'all. So listen. I hope this is helpful.
Yeah,
we ain't trying to act like the world ain't the world, because it is the world, okay? But the cruise is just immersive, and that's what we feeling as a family right now.
Yeah, so let us know if you have any questions about Disney, any of the Disney parks or Disney cruises. Let us know. And if you have any comments yourself,
that's right.
Be sure to subscribe to our channel, like our videos, comment and engage with us, because we love engaging back with y'all. And hit that notification bell. Until next video, bye.